Hi, my name is Sarah, and I want to introduce you to one of my favorite products. This is Kraft's new Philadelphia Cooking Creme. This is such a pleasure to work with. This is the Santa Fe flavor that we'll be using today. It's absolutely loaded with flavor. In this little tub is cream and jalapenos, chipotles, onions and garlic, and loads of spices. You can taste the chili and the cumin and all the spices that you would use in a typical Southwestern recipe. And you don't have to prep any of it. You just add this little tub to your recipe and voila, it's like a little fiesta in a tub. So today we're going to be making this really great under 30 minutes recipe for a chili and cornbread bake. It's a really hearty chili with loads of meat and beans and flavor, coated with a crispy and fluffy cornbread topping. Your family's going to love it. It's going to take you under 30 minutes. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what ingredients we're using today. First, of course, we're going to use the 10-ounce tub of Philadelphia Santa Fe Blend cooking cream. Then we're going to be using an 8.5-ounce box of cornbread mix. You can find this in any grocery store in the baking aisle. 1/3 cup of milk, 1 lightly beaten egg. Then we have 1.5 pounds of ground meat. You can use chicken or turkey to lighten it up a little bit. I'm using just regular ground beef today. Then you need a 16-ounce jar of your favorite salsa. This is where you get to adjust your heat. You can use mild, medium, or hot. I'm using medium because we like it spicy. Then we're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of chopped chipotles in adobo. That's another thing that you can find at the local grocery store in the ethnic section. Just a little can of chipotles in adobo. There are whole peppers in there. Take them out, chop them up, and get 1 to 2 tablespoons. You put in as much as you want to adjust the heat and smokiness level of your chili. Then we're going to add a can of red kidney beans that have been drained and rinsed, and 1 cup of Kraft's cheddar jack cheese. And we have some sour cream just for a little dollop on each serving when it's done. All in all, this should take about a half an hour, and when it's all finished, you'll have 8 really hearty servings for your entree. So first we're going to set our oven to 400 degrees. And then we're going to put our pan on medium-high heat. To the pan, we're going to add 1.5 pounds of ground meat. Just get that all right in there. And you want to break this up a little bit and let it brown. And this will just take a few minutes to get it all cooked through. While your meat is browning, we're going to come over here and start our cornbread mixture. We're going to take the 8.5-ounce box of cornbread mix and just add 1/3 cup of milk and your 1 beaten egg, and just incorporate all of it. Stir it all together. The batter is going to be a little bit chunky and coarse, and you want that because it's cornbread. It's not going to be like a regular batter. Get everything mixed together nicely. Once you have that mixed together, we're just going to set it aside. You want the dough for the cornbread to rest for a little while and get nice and fluffy before we put it on top of the chili mixture. So then we'll come over and check on our meat. All of our ground meat is starting to brown now. I just want to chop it up really fine so we have a nice texture to it. All right, and then that's all. I'm just going to turn this off. Now, right about now, if you're using a higher fat content ground beef, then you might want to drain your meat. But if you're using a leaner meat, like a 90% lean burger, like I am, or a chicken or a ground turkey, then you don't really have to drain it because you won't have as much extra fat in the bottom of the pan. Now to this is very simple. We're just going to add our 16-ounce jar of salsa. Again, you can adjust your heat level by using mild or medium or hot. Now that we've added our salsa, we're going to add our chipotles in adobo. I'm using a full 2 tablespoons because I really like my chili very spicy. So we want to put that right down in there. And now that you have the salsa and the chipotle into the meat, we're going to add the Philadelphia cooking cream. And this is great because it has all the bell peppers and jalapenos and spices that you would use in your chili, but you don't have to chop it or mix it in now. Everything is right in the tub, and it's going to give it a nice creamy texture. So we're going to just pop the lid off, peel it open, and then we're going to spoon the whole container right into our chili mixture. This is nice and smooth. It's absolutely bursting with flavor. There's so much in here. It's going to make it taste great. Now you have all of this. You want to mix it right together. The cooking cream is going to melt and blend right in with your other ingredients. This is going to give it a lot of flavor. There is a little bit of a kick to it. It's got some heat. Now with your chilies and your chipotles and the salsa that you already have in there, this is going to have a lot of zest. To the chili mixture, we're going to add our 1 can of kidney beans. We're just going to pour these right in. These have been drained and rinsed. And that'll give it some texture and extra protein. Stir it in. And then you want to melt in your cheese. There's 1 cup of the Kraft Cheddar Jack blend. And this will help thicken it up and give it a nice creamy, cheesy flavor. And there we have it. Now we're going to pour this into a 9x13 pan. You just want to pour all of that right into your pan and spread it out evenly. And then we're going to come back and get our cornbread mixture and see how it's fluffed up. That's exactly what you want in a cornbread. We're just going to drop it by spoonfuls on top of your chili mixture. And you want to scatter these on top like little dumplings, all over the top of the chili. And once you have the cornbread on top of the chili mixture, you can spread it out a little bit if you want to. Otherwise, they're all going to fluff up like dumplings, so each serving has its own little slice of cornbread on top. And then we're just going to slide this right into our 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes until the chili mixture has warmed through and your cornbread is nice and golden brown on top. Now that our Santa Fe chili and cornbread bake has been in the oven for about 15 minutes, we're just going to check on it and make sure that it's all finished. The cornbread should be nice and golden brown on the top. Go in here. Oh, that looks wonderful. This looks and smells delicious. The whole kitchen smells great. And this only took under 30 minutes to make. Now you're going to have at least 6 to 10 really generous portions here. And whatever you don't use, it keeps really well and it will serve for lunch the next day. So we're just going to serve this out now. You just take a nice spoonful. You get a big portion of chili and cornbread for each person. So now you're going to have at least 8 generous servings of that wonderful creamy chili with all the meat and beans and peppers and chipotle in there. And every portion is going to have its own couple little pieces of cornbread on top. So now the finishing touch is just to come over and put a little dollop of sour cream on top. And then you're all finished. And you have this beautiful meal in under 30 minutes. Using the Philadelphia cooking cream made this dish fast and easy and super flavorful. Be sure to check out the other flavors, savory garlic, original, and Italian cheese and herb. As soon as you go to the grocery store, stock up on them. Use them in all of your recipes. You're absolutely going to love this. This has made all of my recipes so much easier and more flavorful. Thank you for visiting with me today.